was a planet called Alpha, where a group of hardworking and kind interstellar travelers live. Their civilization is known for science and exploration, and is particularly good at using wormhole technology to travel through distant galaxies. However, there is also a secret on this planet, hidden deep in its core. The Prince of Alpha, named Carl, is a young man who loves adventure. One day, he accidentally discovered an ancient book during an expedition. The book records a powerful and mysterious energy source, which is said to give the owner endless power and wealth. The prince decided to find this energy source. Although his father, the king, opposed his adventure, Carl's curiosity drove him. After a difficult journey, Carl finally found this energy source, a dazzling crystal ball that exudes colorful light. However, the moment he touched the crystal ball, the leader of the Shadow Clan, the insidious sensed the existence of this energy and sent his pursuers to try to take the crystal ball back. "Hurry up, Carl, we're being caught up," his friend Lena shouted in panic. Lena is a genius scientist from Alpha Star who helped the prince design a spaceship that could travel through a wormhole. She quickly started the engine of the spaceship. Carl didn't think much and jumped on the spaceship. With Lena's control, the spaceship instantly entered the wormhole and began their escape journey. The inside of the wormhole was a colorful scene. The twinkling stars were like gems that had never been seen, and the rotating light stream was like a dream in the universe. "We can't stop." Lena focused on controlling the spaceship, her eyes full of determination. Will definitely catch up. Sure enough, dark fleet was waiting at the other end of the wormhole, trying to stop Carl and Lena from escaping. Carl knew that speed alone could not get rid of the pursuit, and they needed wisdom. "Lena, we can use the space distortion of the wormhole to create an illusion," Carl suggested. "Good idea." Lena immediately understood his plan. They began to adjust the course of the spaceship and entered a more complex wormhole structure, deliberately leaving a false trajectory. At the same time, Ur's fleet was trapped in the complex passage of the wormhole and could not track them accurately. Carl and Lena were in front of the control console of the spacecraft, concentrating on monitoring the enemy's movements, feeling nervous and excited. After crossing countless wormholes, they finally came to a place called Sea of Stars. The stars here are like waves in the ocean, shining with soft light, like a world in a fairy tale. "Let's take a break here. Maybe it's safe for the time being," Lena said, taking a long breath. Just when they relaxed their vigilance, Ur's dark fleet suddenly appeared at the edge of the Sea of Stars, ready to launch the final pursuit. "Quick, start the spaceship," Carl shouted hurriedly, but it was too late. The firepower of the dark fleet had covered their spaceship. "I have a way." Lena had an idea and found a small cloaking device on the console. She quickly set the system of the spaceship to cloaking, and the spaceship disappeared silently in the starry sky. "Quick now!" She nervously controlled the spaceship, moving slowly, trying to escape tracking. Ur's fleet wandered in the Sea of Stars, trying to find their traces. Carl and Lena's heartbeats accelerated, and time seemed to freeze at this moment. "We can't stay here any longer. We must find a safe place," Carl said. At this moment, Lena's eyes were attracted by a strange planet. The surface of the planet was covered with a layer of mysterious blue light, as if calling them. "Let's go to that planet," Carl suggested. Lena controlled the spacecraft without hesitation and flew towards the blue planet. The spacecraft passed through a mysterious cloud and gradually approached the planet. Carl and Lena's hearts were full of expectations, but they also felt nervous. When they landed on the surface of the planet, they were amazed by the scene in front of them. The planet was full of strange plants. Blue light emanated from the ground, and the air was filled with a fresh breath. "It's so beautiful here," Lena exclaimed. "We need to find a place to hide," Carl said, and began to explore the surrounding environment. Just as they were passing through the strange plants, they suddenly heard a roar. Ur's fleet finally found their traces and was flying towards the planet. "Quick, find a hiding place," Carl said anxiously. They desperately looked for a place to hide and finally found a cave hidden behind a huge plant. They hurriedly hid in the cave, nervous. The cave was dark, with only a faint light shining through the gaps in the plants. Carl and Lena clung to the cave wall and tried to keep themselves quiet. Ur's fleet landed on the planet, and the dark soldiers began to search, trying to find the two fugitives. Time seemed to become long at this moment, and the heartbeats of Carl and Lena echoed in the cave. "We can't let them find us," Lena whispered. Just as they were filled with despair, Carl suddenly remembered the power of the crystal ball. He whispered, "Maybe we can use the power of the crystal to fight back." Lena's eyes flashed with hope. "You mean release it?" "Yes." Carl nodded firmly. They carefully took out the crystal ball, and Carl held it gently, concentrating his mind and channeling the power of the crystal. The crystal ball began to emit a dazzling light, illuminating the entire cave. As the light spread, the surrounding plants began to resonate, as if responding to the power of the crystal. The dark soldiers were attracted by the light and turned around to try to find the source of the light. "This is our chance," Lena shouted. Carl used all his strength to release the power of the crystal to the entrance of the cave, forming a barrier of light. The light illuminated the entire planet and alarmed Ur's fleet. The dark soldiers were immediately shocked by the brilliance and retreated. "Quick, take the opportunity to escape." Carl pulled Lena and rushed out of the cave. They ran to the spaceship, quickly started the engine, and flew into the starry sky. Ur's fleet was unable to pursue under the impact of the light and was gradually left behind. In the process of crossing the wormhole, Carl and Lena finally felt safe. The spaceship entered a new galaxy, and the sun shone on them as if blessing their escape. "We succeeded," Lena said excitedly. "Yes, the power of unity has helped us defeat the darkness." Carl responded with a smile. After a long journey, they finally returned to Alpha and were warmly welcomed by the whole tribe. The people of the kingdom thanked them for their courage and wisdom and regarded the crystal ball as a treasure symbolizing peace and hope. From then on, the adventure story of Carl and Lena was passed down from generation to generation and became a symbol of courage and unity. They understood that in the face of any difficulties, as long as there was light in their hearts, they would be able to defeat the darkness and find their own future. At the end of the Sea of Stars, new adventures are still waiting for them. Carl and Lena are ready to continue exploring this beautiful